Alright, guys, welcome to World Wrestling News. Your host, King Brickwall, your number one source for WWE, TNA, and independent news and rumors. Tonight, tonight I have the WWE Raw post show slash review. Um, I thought tonight's Raw was really a solid show. You had Dean Ambrose and Mick Foley do a segment. You had Undertaker and Shane McMahon and Vince do a segment. Overall, I thought it was a really good show. And then you had Triple H and Roman Reigns holy hell out of each other. I thought that was good too. Yeah, those were the main points of the show that was good about it. I'm just gonna go overall, give my thoughts and opinions on each of the matches and some of the segments. So the first match was a WWE Tag Team Title match between Alberto Del Rio and Rusev versus the New Day. It was a rematch from it was different members of the League of the Nations. It was Alberto Del Rio and Rusev. I thought this was a decent match. Your winners was the New Day because of the distraction of Kofi Kingston. Um, I thought it was a decent match, and it looks like they're gonna have another match probably at WrestleMania, and that's probably where the New Day. But a lot of people said they in this match it seemed like the New Day had a face turn sort of. I don't know. I really didn't pay attention to this match too much. I thought it was decent. But after the match, they beat down the New Day and pretty much leave them on the ground beat up. They pretty much. Okay. Oh yeah. Next was Ambrose in the ring. Ambrose talks about how close he was to the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. At Roadblock, he talks about beating Triple H from pretty much. He pretty much says he was as close to winning, but he says in life, you know, you always come this close. You never, but you don't. You pick yourself up and you keep going. He's just talking about Triple H and how he could have beaten him, but he said his leg was underneath the rope and that kind of cost him the match. But he's a whatever. And then Brock Lesnar music hits, comes out, Paul Heyman, Big Pop. Heyman speaks from this. Paul Heyman speaks. He says, protecting Ambrose from Lesnar dares Heyman to let the beast off the leash. Pretty much, Paul Heyman said, I'm going to protect you from getting your ass beat by the beast and Carnage. Pretty much. And Ambrose was ready. He had a crowbar inside his jacket. After Paul Heyman left, Brock was going to go to the ring and beat his ass. But it never happened because Ambrose had the crowbar pretty much. It was a good promo by Paul Heyman. He's just talking about WrestleMania, that he's gonna get his ass beat by Brock Lesnar, that he's not gonna be walking and stuff. Pretty common promo for Paul Heyman for that. Next match was it was Ryback versus Sin Cara. Nothing but a squash match. Didn't even care for the match. Kinda obviously I don't care about him. After the match, Ryback takes the mics from ringside as Kalisto. Yeah, it's Kalisto. But he says, put the title on the line against me at WrestleMania. In my opinion, Ryback does not deserve a U.S. title match. What has he done? He's been fighting these jobbers. He's been putting these squash matches. What's the point? He didn't deserve it at all. Okay, but whatever. Stephanie Man comes to the ring, pretty much welcomed everybody Raw. And she gets a boo. She said that's not what I blah blah blah, and pretty much oh yeah, she calls Ziggler a failure soon. He walks the ring. Ziggler, pretty much before that, Triple H was talking about everybody's a failure, blah blah blah. Everybody in the crowd's a failure. You fail everything as you do, and pretty much that's what Stephanie was talking about to Ziggler. And pretty much she says, you're gonna have one match tonight, Ziggler. You're gonna have to prove yourself, and she says it's gonna be against the man Triple H. I honestly thought it was gonna be Kurt Angle since they were in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, but I guess because the rumors were that Kurt Angle was in talks with Triple H. I don't know. Apparently to come make his comeback, but never believe rumors. He was just there like Triple H was. For that Arnold I don't know what it was. Something for the Arnold whatever. I forget what it's called, but he was there too just cuz I don't know what it was. I don't really pay attention to that stuff really. Yeah, she pretty much says you can go against the man, the game Triple H. The next match was Sami Zayn versus The Miz, with Kevin Owens on commentary. With on commentary. I thought this was a decent match. You went over Sami Zayn. It looks like they're building up Owens and Sami Zayn for the IC title at WrestleMania, and I hope they do because that'll be a very good match. These two guys are great. Their storyline is pretty good too. The storyline goes all the way back to Ring of Honor days. Yeah. And the backstage segment with Renee Young in the League of Nations. They challenged a New Day to a match at WrestleMania 32. Sheamus says if they assist, it won't be comedy, it will be a tragedy. The next match was Brie Bella and Alicia Fox versus Tamina Snuka and Naomi, aka Team Bad, but Team Bad name should be just done. It should just be Tamina Snuka and Naomi. That's it. But I didn't really care for this match, but your winners was Tamina Snuka and Naomi because the distraction from Lana. After the match, Alicia approaches Lana at ringside, and she gets double super kicked by Team Bad. Then another backstage segment with Heat Slayer, Bo Dallas, and Curtis Jackson and Adam Rose just promoting Burger King's new grilled dogs. Pretty much, that's important there. If you guys like the grilled dogs, and just go to Burger King, get them yourself, whatever. And then back. And the next segment was JoJo backstage with Paige. Paige wants to talk about WrestleMania season when Lana walks out. Lana says Paige used to be a strong European woman, but she couldn't keep her title or a man. Lana says it's because she hangs out with the weak total divas like Brie Bell. Paige fired back and offers to show Lana what she's about. Team Bat walks up and warns Paige to watch what she says. Pretty much what the segment was about. Um, Pretty much they're gonna do. They're gonna have Paige and Natty help out Brie, and they're gonna have a six diva tag match. I think it's gonna be like a Survivor Series elimination. It's gonna be elimination. And you're gonna have Team Brie versus Team Lana. And I guarantee that Team Bree is probably gonna win the match, but it's good to see that they're gonna use Paige again finally. Has the division been boring without her, in my opinion. Um, the next another backstage segment was with backstage was Um, oh yeah, Renee Young interviews the WWE Divas champion Charlotte. Pretty much asks, you know, asks you have history with Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks because they used to be in a group called. Well, no, it was just. I think it was just. Well, first it was Sasha Banks and Charlotte, and who else was it? Was it Summer Rae? They were in their group. I forget what the group was named, and then later on it was just Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch that were in a tag team called Team Bay. But yeah, I can't wait for that match, that triple threat. To be honest, can't wait for Charlotte versus Sasha Banks versus Becky Lynch. It's gonna be a good match. Because these ladies are NXT wrestlers. They came from the NXT roster. Um, Sasha Banks had beaten Charlotte for a title before. Char- Sasha Banks is the one that beat Charlotte for an NXT title, and then she had a good run. And I see history repeating itself again, where Sasha Banks wins the Divas title at WrestleMania. It's gonna be good. Renee reviews Charlotte has requested talk talk to Sasha and Becky on this week's SmackDown. So they're gonna have some kind of segment with Sasha and Becky and Charlotte this week. Yeah, I might check out SmackDown this week. I'm not sure if I have time. I usually just look at the highlights. The next match was the Usos versus Bo Dallas and Heath Slater. I didn't even pay attention to this match really. I thought it was okay. You had the Dudleys at ringside on commentary, but Ray pretty much calls Rikishi a fat ass. That was too funny. Your winners was the Usos. After the match, Dudley continued to talk. They continued, and now this was a good segment right here with Dean Ambrose and Mick Foley. Pretty much, yeah. When Mick walks in, fans chant Foley's name in the arena. Yeah, the arena was going crazy for Mick Foley when they saw him, show up. Foley says Ambrose versus Lesnar is a bad idea. Ambrose is going to get bad. Going to get her bad. Mick Foley. This is funny because Mick Foley was the crazy lunatic. He, in my opinion, is probably one. Him and Brian Pillman are the original crazy, the lunatics of WWE back in the days. Um, but like but like McFoley, like Dean Ambrose said, did you ever have second thoughts jumping off the Hell in a Cell onto that table? No, because you. But he said he was terrified, but he's going to do it anyways. Pretty much what Ambrose is going to do. Ambrose is going to fight Brock Lesnar because he wants to. Because he wants to beat the holy hell out of Brock Lesnar. I hope Ambrose wins. He needs a win. And then Mick Foley says, I got a surprise for you. Here you go. And it's the legendary barbed wire baseball bat out of the box. And Ambrose, if you guys go watch the segment on YouTube on the WWE YouTube channel, you can see Dean Ambrose. He's marking out like I was marking out too. I never thought he would pass. The barbed wire bat that he's using so many his hardcore matches back in the day. But it was cool to see Foley pass the torch to Ambrose. And pretty much Dean Ambrose is pretty much the new Mick Foley of this generation of wrestling of WWE. He's not Ambrose is not the Stone Cold. Ambrose is the Mick Foley. He's the lunatic fringe. He's a crazy motherfucker. He's a nut. He's like Mick Foley was. Mick Foley was crazy. He didn't give a fuck. He would fight you with the battles of him and Triple H. Probably one of my favorite feuds they had. One of my favorite McFoley feuds he's had in his legendary career as Cactus Jack. But yeah, that segment probably segment of the night in my opinion. I thought it was really good. Man, it was just great. Next match was Dolph Ziggler versus Triple H. I thought this was a good match. Good match. A lot of good spots. Dolph Ziggler hits one super kick. We thought it was over. Triple H kicks out. It's just a good match. Really good match. Your winner was Triple H. Triple H hits him with the pedigree for the win. Um, after the match, pretty much all hell just breaks loose. Fucking Roman Reigns enters music just hits. He's on the ramp. Triple H thought he was gonna come up through the crowd. He comes down the ramp. He just, oh my fucking god! He just beats the holy hell out of Triple H. Triple H is bleeding on the side of the head. He's just beating the fuck out of him. They're going all arena. He hits Triple H with the fucking with the TV screen and shit. It just, dude, this brawl was just probably the best brawl of the night. It was just, I don't know, it was just crazy. Um, yeah, the Usos, Mark Henry, Jack Swagger, to calm down on Roman Reigns as Triple H escapes. Yeah, this brawl, this fight right here, which, dude, it was great. It was awesome. This is how you got to build Roman Reigns. You got to build him into you got to build him into a, a a big powerhouse that just kicks your ass. Obviously, we all know Triple H is gonna put him over at WrestleMania for the title. They're gonna have Roman have his WrestleMania moment finally. Um, I'm fine with that. Doesn't bother me because right now they're building Roman Reigns. They're building him right now. How he should be built up, not the way they've been doing in the last fucking months before they announced this match. Yeah, I'm kind of excited for the match, to be honest. You know, I'm all up for it if it's booked right, and I mean they're gonna have Triple H lose, but it's whatever. It's the point. You pass the torch to the next generation, and that's how you build a generation. Anyways, um, oh yeah, W announces the next inductee into the WWE Hall of Fame was none other than Jacqueline. Um, I was a fan of Jacqueline. She was one of my favorites growing up in the Attitude Era. She, she's the first ever woman in WWE to hold the cruiserweight title under the WWE name. So pretty good. The next we have another segment between Goldust and R-Truth. These segments are just funny as hell. R-Truth walks up in a penguin suit. He's still trying to recruit him as his tag team partner, but Goldust just keeps saying no, no. He keeps saying no, but I think they're gonna be a tag team soon. Hopefully for WrestleMania. Um, Next match was Jericho versus Neville. Pretty much Jericho just told the crowd to shut the hell up, and if it wasn't for you guys chanting AJ Styles' name, we would still be together. Blah blah blah. And he tells them to shut up. He said he put AJ in place last week. Show him who's AJ's daddy is. Jericho. Jericho says AJ is a phenomenal. He is. Jericho said he's the best in the world. What he does. It was a good match. Neville won by DQ because Jericho hit the referee. Um, Apparently, well, a rumor I was reading before. Apparently Neville got injured during the match or something. I don't know how true it is. I'll keep you updated on that. Keep you updated on that. Just follow me on Twitter at KingBrickwall for updates on that. At their match, After the match, Jericho continued yells at the referee as Lillian announces Neville the winner. Jericho takes the mic and calls for no music because he's upset about them being disqualified and treating him like a piece of trash. He eggs, he eggs, yeah, he pretty much encourages the crowd to chant AJ. And then AJ's music hits, and he hits him with the, well, it's pretty. They call it the phenomenal forearm, but it's basically the Superman punch, springboard Superman punch. But yeah, AJ hits him with that, and then Jericho gets out of the ring, and Sal has words for Jericho as we see the WrestleMania banner in the background. Okay, so basically, we're gonna see these two have a match at WrestleMania. Probably one more match. In my opinion, their final match should be in an Iron Man match. What else can you do? What we've already seen so many. We've seen them fight in single normal matches. Now it's time for them to go into an Iron Man match. See who really truly is the best wrestler. In my opinion, I think that'd be the best match for them to do it as an Iron Man match. Why not? It's WrestleMania. Go all out. Um, Now we have the segment between Undertaker, Shane McMahon, and Vince McMahon. Okay, so pretty much, yeah, pretty much. Shane pretty much calls Undertaker Vince McMahon's bitch, and Undertaker says, I don't, I don't go to other. Pretty much, I don't. What do you say? Pretty much, yeah. He doesn't like when he does. No one controls. Oh yeah, pretty much no one controls him. No one tells him what to do. Pretty much. Yeah. Vince throws Shane into Undertaker. He hits him with the choke slam, and that's how it ends. Pretty much. Taker doesn't mind getting his hand dirty, doing the devil's work pretty much, but he's not doing it for Vince. He doesn't like to be controlled. He said he does shit for himself, and pretty much Vince says, "If you ever touch me again, don't ever touch me again." He pretty much says, yeah, pretty good ending with Undertaker, Shane, and Vince McMahon. It was pretty good. I thought it was a good Raw. I thought Raw was really entertaining. I thought the segment of the night was definitely on Dean Ambrose and Mick Foley. I thought that was a really good segment. Um, yeah, I thought it was great. But yeah, guys, this has been the WWE Raw post show review. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at King Brick Wall. I'm gonna give Raw a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I thought it was a good show. I thought it was really good. Um, yeah, I just can't wait for WrestleMania. We got what 3 weeks? They said 3 weeks away. Yeah, guys, I can't wait for WrestleMania. It looks like a solid card. It looks like it's gonna be a good night on April 3rd, 2016. WrestleMania 32. Live from Dallas, only on the WWE Network. Oh yeah, it's free. It's free for new subscribers. For WrestleMania, so be sure to subscribe. You be sure to subscribe. You could just get the free month for WrestleMania and stuff, and cancel after. You don't have to keep it. So anyway, guys, like I said, follow me on Twitter. Like this video, subscribe, share this video around Twitter and Facebook and all social media. Let your friends know about me. I do rumors and shit and reviews. So anyway, it's been your boy King Brick Wall. This has been Wrestling World News. This has been the WWE Raw review. I'm out. Peace.